What is up, guys? RSC6414 here, back with another video. This time I'm predicting TNA Bound for Glory 2013, the biggest event of the year for TNA. Who's pumped? Probably not too many people. I feel like I'm one of the few. I'm a big TNA fan. A lot of people have just lost faith in them. I have to admit I've lost some faith in them as far as their poor booking goes, but I'm going to hang tight with them, and I'll definitely be watching Bound for Glory, so I'm going to go ahead and get in my predictions. Overall, there's 6 matches on the main card, 7 if you include the pre-show on Spike TV, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and 4 p.m. Pacific. Then the pay-per-view starts at 8, so it should be interesting. Maybe there'll be a match thrown on there at the last minute. TNA just finished, and as far as I know, there's not any minute tonight to go home show, so not any matches announced. So go ahead and predict. First thing, this is in no particular order. I'm just going to predict on who I think is going to win. The Ultimate X match, the match I'm most looking forward to for the X Division title. 5 guys involved. You have Manic, the current X Division champion, defending against Austin Aries and Jeff Hardy and Samoa Joe. And you've got him defending against Chris Sabin, who has turned heel miraculously in the past 3 weeks to maybe a month. And it was sort of out of nowhere, if you ask me, Chris Sabin's heel turn. But to be honest, I'm liking him more as a heel than I did as a face. He seems sort of whatever as a face. TNA World Heavyweight Champion, he held it for a month before losing it. And then he turned heel later on, and now we have Velvet Sky next in his corner. So it'll be interesting to see. I'm definitely looking for this match. Ultimate X is always fun and entertaining. Good spots, high flying action. You never know what to expect. Anything can happen. Anybody could walk out with it. The odds would say Manic is not going to retain. He could. You never know. My prediction, though, the 2 guys that I think are the most likely of winning this, Austin Aries held it a while back before he cashed it in for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship last year. Destination X, which he won it. Then you have Samoa Joe, who got thrown in there sort of last minute, so I don't see him winning. So I think you can leave it to Sabin and Hardy of all the guys that could win it, or Manic to retain. I really see Jeff Hardy could walk out with this, but you know what? I'm picking Chris Sabin because he took out Manic to kind of start his heel turn, and then he had a couple matches with him. So I think it makes the most sense to give Chris Sabin the title. Will a lot of people care? Probably not. Will they give more pop for Jeff Hardy? Yes, but in my opinion, it makes more sense to give Chris Sabin the title. And I think I'd kind of like to see Sabin with the X Division title, even though he held it literally 6 months ago. But I'm picking Chris Sabin to become your new X Division champ, and could be a potential show stealer. Next match we have ODB, the Knockouts champ, going up against Gail Kim, going up against Brooke Tessmacher in a triple threat match for the Knockouts title. Overall, this match is going to be, to be honest, probably looking forward to this match least. No offense to the Knockouts, but, I mean, ODB is champ. I mean, literally. I mean, I don't like ODB. Her gimmick is stale now. I don't really enjoy... I've never been a huge fan of hers. Just my opinion. She won the title out of nowhere just basically because Mickie James didn't want to renew her contract with TNA, so they just kind of threw the title on ODB. And, it's just sort of weird. I don't see ODB retaining here. As most of you know, Bound for Glory, there's always a lot of title changes. So my pick here, I think Gail Kim is going to become victorious. I think it makes sense. I think she's the face of the Knockouts division. I think she needs the title more than any of the people in the match. Brooke Tessmacher's got Bully Ray, so she'll always be on TV. So my pick is Gail Kim to become your new Knockouts champion. Next match we have is the I forgot to talk about the pre-show match. I apologize. I should have gone to that first. The pre-show match, Countdown for Bound for Glory, 7 p.m., Spike TV. Check it out. It is a gauntlet match for the number one. The winner becomes the number one contender for the TNA World Heavyweight TNA World Heavyweight, TNA World Tag Team Championships later on in the night. The tag teams that are involved in it are Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez, Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian, Eric Young and Joseph Park, and the Bromans versus pretty sure Aces and Eights is in it as well, Nux and Garrett Bischoff. So it'll be interesting to see what's going to happen there. I don't see the Bromans winning. They won a match earlier tonight to become the final entrants in the gauntlet match. So it almost sounds like a just sounds sort of. I really don't see the Bromans winning. I see Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels, and Kazarian winning, and I see them becoming the number one contenders. I think they'd be the most entertaining to be in the match, to be honest. That's who I'm going for, is Bad Influence. I always like them. They're always entertaining to watch. I could see Chavo and Hernandez and Eric Young, Joseph Park. I really don't see winning either, just like the Bromans. And to be perfectly honest, I'm pretty sure Nux and Garrett Bischoff are in it, but maybe I'm mistaken. But my pick here, Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels and Kaz to win this match to go on to face James Storm and Gunner, the champs, later on in the night. And then I'll go ahead and pick that match right now. If my prediction comes true, Bad Influence, I think it'll be James Storm and Gunner, the champs, going up against Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels, and Kazarian, the number one contenders, winning the tag team gauntlet match for the pre-show. And I see Bad Influence becoming your new TNA World Tag Team Champions. Woo! Alright. Bad Influence. I hope they win. I think they'd be the most entertaining. I think they bring some prestige back to TNA. They definitely have the most. They've definitely been working together and make the most sense of a tag team, and have the same kind of move set and work best with each other. So I think it'd make a lot of sense for them to become new tag team champions. So my pick, Bad Influence, Christopher Daniels and Kazarian to become your new tag team champions. The next match, Sting versus Magnus in a singles match. We got this match made 2 weeks ago on Thursday. Magnus wanted a moment that people will remember. Sting gave him that moment. He said he's going to face him. This match should be good. Magnus, up-and-coming talent. A lot of people predicting him to be a future of TNA. He almost won the Bound for Glory series, came up just short against AJ Styles. And Sting hadn't been in a match in a while, I think since Slammiversary, maybe a match besides that. Main event, he was in Main Event Mafia match in August versus Aces and Eights, or September it was. So it should be interesting. To be perfectly honest, I could see Magnus there'll be some tension in the middle of the match where they're both faces right now in the Main Event Mafia, where they kind of go at it. Just like that always happens in these types of matches, a face versus a face. But you know what? I'm going to go ahead and pick Magnus to win here. I think he'll have his Bound for Glory moment. He's come up short a lot in his past few big matches. So my pick, I could easily see Sting win, but I think it'd make the most sense to give Magnus the win if I'm TNA booking. So my pick, Magnus to pick up the W. The next match we have, Kurt Angle versus Bobby Roode, and what's sure to be one of the best matches of the night. These two guys going at it. If you remember, in Bobby Roode's big TNA World Heavyweight Championship title reign in 2011, he retained against Kurt Angle at Bound for Glory in a good kick-ass match there. This match should be pretty good. Angle's been out for a while since his rehab. He came back 2 weeks ago as well. We had most of our matches made 2 weeks ago. Kurt Angle said Bobby Roode was during the Ego in Hall of Fame ceremony when Bobby Roode was getting inducted. He's talking crap about Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle comes out, challenges him to a match. Bobby Roode accepts, and they've had a good build. And not a good build at all. 2 weeks, but it's probably due to rehab. A lot of these matches haven't had good build, but I still expect the pay-per-view to be decent. Unfortunately, I see Kurt Angle picking up the win here. I see Bad Influence getting involved in this match. Christopher Daniels and Kaz, being that they're involved in the Ego stable, going after Kurt. I see somebody coming to the aid, like the Main Event Mafia coming to the aid of Kurt, and I see them going at it, taking out Bad Influence, and then I see Kurt Angle picking up the win over Bobby Roode. I could easily see Bobby Roode get a win. It's hard to predict, but I'm going with Kurt Angle. Unfortunately, I want Bobby Roode, but I'm picking Angle. Now we've got our main event match. No DQ match for the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Sure to be a damn good match from what you think on paper. Bully Ray's title reign has been back and forth ever since he won it at Lockdown. He held it for 3 months. Until Destination X Free TV, where he lost to Sabin. Then he won it back at No Surrender. Not No Surrender, it was, can't remember the name. But he's held it for a while. 2 months probably now. A lot of people are picking AJ. History shows that people that win the BFG series, Bound for Glory series, always generally go on to win the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. A lot of people want to see AJ win. I'm different, I want to see Bully hold on to the title a while longer and have AJ win it later on. But if you don't, I'd say either have AJ win it now or don't have him win it at all, to be honest. He's leaving. His contract expires in 2 months. I don't know what they're going to do about that. They're going to resign him if he's going to go to ROH. WWE's shown not much interest in him. So, Bully Ray's champion. I see Nux and Garrett Bischoff getting involved here and having some tension between Bully, maybe turning on him, and we see the end of Aces and Eights. Something like that. I don't see them really. I see them trying to help Bully at first and then kind of turning on him, walking out on him. Bully Ray's left in the ring with AJ, and then I see AJ doing like a Pele kick. But my pick here, I think it makes the most sense. I'm going with everybody else. I'm picking AJ Styles to become your new TNA World Heavyweight Championship of the World. AJ Styles. So my pick, AJ Styles to become your new TNA World Heavyweight Champ. Overall, good card. Looks like a good pay-per-view, hopefully. I know I'll be watching. I hope you guys will. Check it out. Check out my other videos. Give my video a like and subscribe. Thanks for watching my predictions. Hope you guys enjoy it.